Okay. If you have been upright and active and go, go, go all day, please give yourself permission to let go, to just arrive on your mat. Be as comfortable as possible. We have arrived at February. Time is flying, but we will stay grounded. Sometimes it can be helpful to take a few exhales out of the mouth, a gentle sigh, encouraging the body to relax, letting your nervous system know it's okay to relax. You may let your eyes close or just soften, and then allow your jaw to soften, your face. Continue observing your breath, inhaling and exhaling. And if you would like, we'll just incorporate the mantra, inhaling to receive, exhaling to give back. And we'll think about giving and receiving love, but you can put whatever you need in there instead. Healing, peace, whatever it is, trust that. Inhale to receive. Exhale to give back. Keep noticing your breath. When earlier in the day or 14 years ago pops in, come right back to this moment right here for your practice. And we'll be here about 1 more minute, inhaling to receive, exhaling to give back. Bring your hands to touch in front of your heart center. Grateful for the practice and for each other. Grateful to receive and give back. If there's a specific place or person you'd like to send something out to, a blessing, a prayer, a wish, go ahead and do that from your heart outward. And you can release your arms, draw your knees in toward your chest. Kind of like an upside down child's pose. You can let the knees go a little wider. Maybe the big toes are touching. Enjoying a few breaths here. And at some point, you may decide that you'd like to turn side to side, a little gentle rocking. Stillness is also okay. You may want to stay still. And release your feet back down to the ground. Locate one of your cushions and we'll come up into supported bridge. You can use a rolled up blanket instead. Does not have to be a pillow. If you have a bolster, you can use that. Getting just right, comfortable, keeping the support for your head and your neck, or maybe you don't want that. Just let yourself arrive in the pose. A few deep breaths right here. And you can keep socks on or off. I'll take mine off, probably a little easier for you to see. I'm just going to lift and lower the toes. Just lift and lower. Be gentle with it. We're not trying to get them at a certain height. Just lifting and lowering. If they're not willing to move yet, you can just think about them moving. So notice your heels connected to the mat. And then we'll go, just the big toes will lift up and down. The rest of the body is relaxed. That's the tricky part. And then keep your big toes down and lift the other toes. Just thinking about the toes, bringing your awareness there, consciously inhaling and exhaling. And a few more times now, all the toes lift and lower. Let your toes rest. Take a full inhale, big breath in. You might gently sigh out of your mouth, exhale. And bring your left ankle on top, left leg on top for thread the needle. Keeping the right foot down. We'll add a few ankle circles with the top leg, the left leg. And switch direction. And let your foot rest. Here, if you'd like, you can draw your legs in, or you can stay with your right foot on the ground. Be in the one that feels amazing. No need to get anywhere, just be in the feel good part. Breathe in, breathe out. And let your next 3 breaths be really full, filling all the way up, and open your mouth, exhale. You might even make noise. When you're ready, switching sides, right leg on top of the left. We'll keep the left foot down for now and circle the right ankle a few times. If you need to adjust the cushion underneath your pelvis, do that at any time. Switch direction with your circles. And let your foot rest. And if you want to draw the legs in, hold your left thigh or your left shin, or stay right here. At any point, invite 3 big breaths. Exhaling to let go. And just a couple more breaths here on the second side. And release. And take your feet a little wider and let your knees fall together. If you want a cushion in between the knees, add that in. We're going to come up to the shoulders, single arm, reaching up and over, and then back. Other arm reaching up and over, and back down. Remember, you don't have to touch the floor behind you. You go wherever it feels good in your shoulder joint. Each arm is different. And if you would like to take a few with both arms at the same time, absolutely investigate that. See what it feels like. Palms can face one another. We'll do just a few more. So if you're doing single arms, make sure that you end where you feel each arm has gotten the love equally. Last two. And when you finish, let your hands, arms rest by your sides, palms up or down. We'll allow the head to roll side to side. Gentle, gentle. You don't even need to go to your end range. Maybe it's the slightest turn to the left and the right. Try and allow your shoulders to relax. Your head is supported, so kind of surrender into that. One more time, each way. Back to center. You can take your arms into a T or into a cactus arm. Your legs can be neutral, or I'm liking this, feet wide, knees together. Remember, you can add a cushion in between the knees if you'd like. Let your eyes close. And bring the mantra back in, inhaling to receive, exhale to give back. Keep bringing your attention to your breath. Inhale to receive, exhale to give back. We'll be here another minute or so. And bring your arms back down by your sides. Bring your legs back into neutral. Take a full breath, whole body inhale, whole body exhale. And you'll squeeze the butt a little bit, lifting up. We're going to come off the cushion now. Bring your pelvis down to the mat. You can pause on the ground, Ardha Shavasana, with your knees bent. If it's tempting or you are like, I have to hug my knees in, you can hug your knees in. There's time for both. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. You can let go of the mantra for now, or you can keep that in your mind. Keeping your knees bent, or perhaps taking your legs out if that feels good, into a Shavasana shape. You'll bring your arms into a T or the cactus. And this time we'll turn the head to one side and pause. If this is too much, then you can again roll the head side to side. Otherwise, roll one way, pause. One more breath on the first side. And then through center, breath in center, and then to the other side. If you're going side to side, please go slowly. One more breath on this second side. Coming back to center. Feel free to change the legs at any time. Otherwise, we'll let the arms float up to the sky. We'll make some circles. These are feel-good circles. Any size. Switching direction whenever you want. My hands are just relaxed. They're kind of floppy here. And then you can make the hands very active, like karate chop hands, and you can do some circles like that. Any size. Slow and steady. Switching direction. And release. Bend your knees. Bring your left leg on top or back at the hips. So we went from toes up and now we went from up and we're heading back down. Pausing here with thread the needle. You can draw the legs in or keep the right leg on the ground. Take, no, I don't want to do ankle circles here. Point and flex. Point and flex. Let your foot rest and decide, right leg down or draw the legs in, holding your thigh or the shin, or not holding at all is also an option. Hands free. Bob is outside the door right now, my terrier, pushing the ball into the door. Just so you know, if you hear any thumping, that's what it is, because he is like, what is happening and why aren't you throwing the ball? Inhale, exhale. Whole body inhale, open mouth, exhale. Releasing this side. Second side, right leg on top of the left. We'll start with this low variation, which I love, and we'll point and flex. That's the lazy way. I always say it, and I apologize. It is truly plantar flexion and dorsiflexion of the ankle, but point and flex gets the job done. So hopefully that doesn't offend anyone. A few more times. Thank you. Ankles. Let the foot rest and decide, staying in this nice variation here or drawing your legs in. Hands free is an option. Notice if the shoulders get too active, just allow them to relax. They're still going to be a little bit active if you're holding your legs, but not up into your ears. Breathe in, breathe out. Whole body inhale, whole body exhale. And just 2 more breaths on this side. Releasing, bringing your feet down, keeping the knees bent now. You're going to push into the feet. Your arms can be wherever they're comfy. And you're going to create this little chugging action. It's a very small movement, but you're just pushing, creating a little chug. It's almost like my head is nodding, but it's not. It's just kind of, it's barely moving. The low back kind of moving. The torso just getting a little chug asana. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Thank you, breath. And release the chugging. We're going to go into inchworm mode. So, awareness on your feet, scrunching the toes to move the feet down the mat, away from your butt. Scrunching, toes, heels follow. Foot is similar. It's just kind of scrunching inchworm-like. Okay, the trick is we try to come in reverse to come back. This is the part that I'm not the best at. I've been practicing. You scrunch and you push back. And if that's not working, just walk back. Please don't get stressed about the inchworm. We're going to do it one more time, scrunching forward. And then trying to scrunch back. If your eyebrows are angry, let them relax. Okay, and when you come back, plant your feet and just a few more times, chug. Pushing through the feet, a little chug asana. And release. You can take the feet a little wider, let the knees fall together, maybe, pardon me, maybe with a pillow in between the knees. Arms can be in a T or any place else. We pause, we notice, and we invite the mantra. Inhale to receive, exhale to give back. The mind wanders and then you come back, breathing in to receive, breathing out to give back. Three more rounds of breath right here. And letting the mantra go. Let's take the legs straight out. I owe you one of these from last week. We'll take a long side stretch with the arms. So right leg to the right, left leg follows. You can hook the leg or you can let the legs be beside each other. Right leg went to the side, left leg follows, pelvis down. Maybe this is wonderful right here, or you can add the arms reaching up and maybe scooting with the torso. This is one of those stretches that a slight crescent moon does plenty. It's not about becoming a C shape. A little goes a long way. And then bring your attention to the breath, especially in the side body, the contracted side and the side that is in extension, lengthening. And bring your arms down, bring your body back to center, legs back to center, full inhale, full exhale. And second side, left leg to the left, right leg follows, hooking or not, pelvis down, maybe arms up and over, maybe torso the same direction as your legs. Side bodies, breathing. Left side, right side. A few more breaths on this side. Arms come back, torso comes back, legs come back to center. In breath, whole body inhale, whole body exhale. Twice more, filling up feet to crown. Exhale, emptying out. One more, inhale. Exhale. I want to give a choice for the twist. You can take it from windshield wiper legs. You know this option. Legs will go to the left. You can support with pillows, or you'll draw your knees in. Take the knees to the left. If it sounds appealing, you can certainly roll to your side and just take a seat on your mat and take a twist to the left. If that sounds like too much effort, it is. So trust in that. Windshield wiper twist, regular gentle twist, or maybe this seated twist. You can turn your head the opposite way of the twist of your legs if you're down, or even here seated. Excuse me. And we'll take 3 more breaths on this side. Feel free to change the position of your head. Deep, full breaths, even though we're twisting. Bring yourself back to center. Pause in the center. Inhale, maybe sigh it out, exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. And second side, twist. Starting with your feet on the ground, the wipers, or drawing the knees in, taking them to the right, or this seated variation, twisting to the right. Where do you want your head? Opposite of the knees, or maybe in neutral tonight. Excuse me. Excuse me. Always save my sneezes for you. Haven't sneezed all day. Just a couple more breaths on this side, nice and full. And coming back to center, big inhale, big exhale. And then you are going to transition either, let me give a choice, of course. If you'd like to stay on your back, you can hug your knees in like the upside down child's pose. You might like to take happy baby, but that seems a little more active. Otherwise, you can come to your side and turn over. Come into child's pose or crocodile. So crocodile is stretched all the way out. You can make a pillow with your hands or use your blanket. Child's pose, knees wide, big toes to touch. And remember, you can stack your hands here as well. You don't have to go all the way to the ground. Just breathing into the back body. If you stayed on your back, you're still breathing into the back body. Use the mat as feedback. Inhaling receiving, exhaling, giving back. Without forcing, let your next few breaths really be full, generous, abundant. Receive a full breath and then exhale. Give back a full exhale. Just about another 30 seconds here. And as slowly and gently as you can, going to set up your Shavasana, coming onto your back, using your pillows to support your thighs, covering up with a blanket if you'd like. One example, if you have a blanket, can be very grounding. You can still use one or something under your head, but a blanket that goes from the thighs to the chest. Sometimes I will adjust a little bit. Thighs to chest, very grounding. Right? This is like a nice comforting feeling of kind of a blanket hug. And you'll let your arms rest by your sides, palms up or down. I'll pay attention to the time. I'll let you know when Shavasana is over, but give yourself permission to rest, to enjoy this, to take this in. If you want to shut off your computer, you can, and then you can rest as long as you'd like. Give yourself the first few breaths to arrive and enjoy your Shavasana. You can decide to stay and rest longer if you would like. Or stay in your Shavasana shape, but begin to deepen the breath. Receive and give back. Inhale, exhale. Receive and give back. And let your next inhale be really full. You might gently sigh for your exhale. Wiggle fingers and toes. A full body stretch, reaching your arms, your legs. Bend your knees and roll onto your side into fetal pose. Please pause there on your side. Check in. Leaving what you don't need here. And we get to start new from this moment. From fetal pose, the pose of new beginnings. Bring yourself up to sit. We begin again, February, the month of love. Receive and give back. Bring your hands to touch in front of your heart. You can bow your head in. Thank you. Thanks for being here, for sharing your practice, and for trying strange things like Chug Asana. Take great care. Namaste.